Welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 20, Week 5. Today, we're taking a look at G9, the Brionne team, taking on Dungeons and Dagons, if you prefer, the Ransoms team. With me here today, as always, is the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
I'm here.
5 seconds remaining.
And I just realized I forgot to turn the volume down, so you guys were getting eardrum blasted for a minute there. In a way, this game is kind of a last chance, I think. This is really the other team that I think has, at least at the moment, a very major, credible path to victory against the Brionne team, who has been very dominant this season. So, everyone is kind of praying for Ransoms' team to win. Though, like the Charlie Wang team last week with that really ill-advised lane swap, there is kind of an asterisk on this in that Dungeons and Dagons does not only have a stand-in, but also has a stand-in that's like a badge lower than their guy usually is. So, you know, you could take that, you can look at that as a factor in would this actually work out. And if they can't do it, maybe some Dark Horse team can, or maybe Brionne team is just going to choke on bracket. Always a possibility. But I hope to see a 1-1. And you know why I hope to see a 1-1, besides what I just said?
What's it?
Well, I don't know if you've heard, but there are some rumors about Brionne.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, some real nasty type rumors about Brionne, actually.
Radiant team back.
You know, say that support captains are probably the best role to be captaining a team in either this bracket or like any higher bracket, because every other role has like times where they're playing solo or selfish. So like, if you have a support captain, they're constantly focused on the team.
I think it's just 3 and under is the best place for captain. 'Cause I think what you're saying used to be true, like, all around back in the day. Not as much anymore. They got the DP first phase, by the way.
Okay.
The average fiend does not know what Maniac means by Be Nice July. In fairness, I don't either. I've never heard of this alleged holiday.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, you got the Death Prophet for presumably Pocket, you got the Hoodwink for presumably Ransoms. They did not choose to emulate the strategy Charlie Wang enacted last week, where they just banned out Pocket Zeros in the first phase, which in Game 2 actually almost cost a Radiant. So, almost cost G9. Because he played Viper, and he was the third person this season to start building a Gleipnir without realizing that it didn't build out of Maelstrom anymore. And then he shifted to building Ags on Viper. So, didn't do very well.
I love fucking...
Can we get that on record? Randy loves fucking, period.
I love... no, I love the Hoodwink first pick. Because I haven't seen it in a million years. Like, this looks like a 2016 game.
Hey, in fairness, you would have seen Hoodwink last week if you were watching that particular game. But as I say every week, Randy will do anything on Wednesday nights besides record Dota.
Yeah, well, I'm busy man.
Mm-hmm.
10 seconds.
I should start just like showing everybody on stream what you DM me during the
5
games.
seconds remaining.
Well, I'm busy. When I'm busy, I look at Reddit, you know?
Right.
I keep my
right.
going.
Of course.
I love
Of course. Kind of screwed themselves with that AA ban on the Ransoms lineup. That would have been a pretty good answer to the DP. There are still some good answers left in the pool.
Dire team pick.
The Abaddon pick is the most obvious one, I
Radiant
think.
team pick.
more 2016 picks. Nope.
Nope. Picking up the
Here's
Fury
a
on
2025 pick. I've seen the zeros too many times.
It's something like a 2025 pick anyway. We saw Link switch off of this. Were you watching that? Was that your live game where they had the Wraith King and then they sent that 3, and the Nature's Prophet won in the worst Nature's Prophet game in the history of the universe.
Was I there? I might have been there for that.
Yeah, that happened. That I'm still pissed off about that. Why did they do that? God damn Hollywood and his wacky drafts. DB
Yeah,
Witch Doctor.
That definitely sounds like a Hollywood team move right there.
I like the Nature's Prophet in this game. Not really. I assume they picked it to potentially flex it, to have it for either Jumpman or the Golden Dragon, but nah. It's kind of a less than support. Speaking of which, it's kind of a less than support, frankly.
Okay, so Naga Siren, we're back in 2016.
Oh no, Renee's in chat. I have a bad feeling about what happened in that game then. Glad it didn't win. Very glad it didn't win, to be honest. Sorry for the people who were involved in that game. But unless something really crazy happened for the Tall Balls team and not for the Kyrix team, I kinda hope nobody requests it this week, to be blunt. I don't know if I want to watch that. I think it just made me sad.
It's like the line team a couple seasons ago.
The Dawnbreaker pick
Right.
here. I think that's solid.
It's not Nature's Prophet, right? Like classic, goofy global map control.
Mm-hmm. You also
Which
have
is gimmicky, but
as small of a combo as it really is, because in practice it's not that often that it means that much, but you do have the Nature's Prophet plus Hoodwink combo there, which sets up for abilities that she gets benefits from having trees.
I just like I haven't seen a Naga Siren in so long. Is this hero good?
I don't know.
Or do
Got
people
banned
at
against
Open
this
Field
team.
not play it?
Got banned against this team last week. I think it's a support.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be the Maniac hero this game. Could be wrong. Big in the Ursa here, huh?
I've seen this hero a lot too.
This is crazy talk. I don't think I like this at all.
I mean, if you put Naga Pause 1, like, it's over. This Ursa cannot play.
Yeah. You
So,
picked
like, they could
Ursa.
flex it.
You picked Ursa before you knew for sure what the other pause 1 was going to be. B, early enough that you can't flex the Nature's Prophet anymore.
You know, of course, you're going
And-
with the Muerta.
C, in the worst Ursa game ever known to man. I mean, it just went from bad to worse. Last week, this guy played Muerta, and basically single-handedly turned around a game they were getting stomped by getting 2 ultra kills in a row.
I'll do it.
5 seconds remaining.
Muerta into Ursa does not have a good win rate, I've discovered.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why.
How's it compared to the
Maybe
averages
Muerta's
for both
a
heroes?
bad hero. It's like 1% lower than Muerta's average. And then Ursa, I don't know what Ursa's win rate is, but Naga's win rate's almost like 50% against him, which is higher than her average. And it's 3% higher than Ursa's average against Muerta.
For Dogwater Ursa game beyond that, what's his win rate like in the DP? If he has a positive win rate, if he has a positive win rate into DP, that just shows that nobody knows how to play into Ursa in pubs, and he just has like the Wraith King / Abaddon like win rate boost.
It just eats stuff. Like you can literally ult in Death Prophet's ult and kill Death Prophet within that ult. So
I don't think you can do that really anymore. I think the time you were able to do that is past, just with the way people play Prophet now, Death Prophet. Because she doesn't really play around the Exo anymore. Nowadays, she really, like, the Exo's still a big part of it. But if you're playing it from mid, you're playing it around, like, your Ags, and, you know, you're just spamming abilities all the time. And that's the part of the kit that Ursa not so great at dealing with.
yeah, but the important part is if Radiant picks another female hero, we'll have a Witch Doctor and a Harem. So
Oh, no. I think in an organized game, both the Prophet and the Muerta, and especially the Naga Siren, should all be doing better against Ursa than at least a statistical average. Like, I'm going to say, straight
10
on,
seconds
I think
remaining.
Morta having a negative win rate into Ursa is a pub thing. I don't think that really
5
happens
seconds
in
remaining.
even as organized of Dota 2 as this.
Yeah, because Ursa doesn't like not being able to hit somebody, especially a primary target.
They knocked out the LC there, so that was the easiest way to get 5 female heroes.
That's true. What do we need last pick? Pause one, unless we're flexing. Not, we're not. No, Morta's pause one mid.
DP is going to be their mid.
3 question mark. 3 last pick. It's not
Yeah,
common.
probably. Thus far, it's been very traditional for the Brionne team to just pick Pocket as early as humanly possible. The one time they tried not to do that, they
10
almost lost the
seconds
game because they
remaining.
did that, so... I'm guessing they're not going to do that
Pocket's easily
again.
bannable or what?
5 seconds
Yeah, he's not a mid player. I mean, what do you expect? Earthshaker, that's
Earthshaker.
interesting.
Don't know if I like it that much.
Yeah,
I mean, Cyber Treants, like, that's about it.
well, that's as far as the Echo Slam goes. I'm sure what the idea
10
is,
seconds remaining.
is,
it's
yeah,
the-
Fisher plays.
Which
Well,
is
Fisher
good
plays
against
don't-
Ursa, but-
Fisher plays don't work for any of these guys, though.
Ursa
Like,
can jump over it, yeah.
Ursa can jump over it, Dawnbreaker can jump over it, Nature's Prophet can go literally wherever he wants on the entire map.
Yeah.
And
Hoodwink. You don't
Hoodwink,
care about
yeah, doesn't
Fisher
care.
coming Hoodwink. He just runs away
Yeah.
if she's in trees. And Zeus
Choose your hero.
can jump over it.
Great. Yeah, that's a very useless looking Earthshaker in this game.
5 seconds remaining.
It's hard to say exactly how this game is going to go. I think the Naga Siren's going to be a big part of it. It's Brionne on the Naga Siren. I think the Naga Siren is going to be the biggest part of it. It's funny. This would have been a much better Naga P1 game in a way, because I feel like this is such a great Naga game, like in every
It's
way.
a crazy Naga game.
It is very free for core Naga. Like, just completely owns the Ursa, doesn't care about the Dawnbreaker literally at all, doesn't care about the Furion literally at all. Especially if it's not, I mean, nobody cares about Furion support, frankly.
Yeah, well,
The worst you have is the Zeus, and the Zeus is like a squishy guy you can just blow up.
just running him, yeah.
So,
What trait is Death probably gonna pick? It's building up the
I'm-
suspense.
I'm going to guess the one trait this hero actually has,
Yeah.
because the other facet basically doesn't exist.
Hopefully he's still spamming when the game starts. He accidentally picks the wrong one.
That would be awesome. He's holding on the wrong one. He picked the wrong one. Awesome.
Well, no, it'll work out. Don't worry about it.
At least Golden Dragon has a good skin for Furion. I'm fine with that skin. It doesn't visually resemble Furion, but it stylistically matches the idea of the hero so well I can't really blame it. Even though I usually hate skins that are like
Prepare for
distinct like
battle.
that.
Earthshaker.
Lude somehow still doesn't have that G9 thing on his.
Yeah, well,
Come on, Lou, get it together. Lou,
nice.
I didn't even
Sponsored
think
by
about
traumatic brain injuries.
I didn't even think about this. This is a big deal actually that I didn't really consider in the draft. And this is actually a really big deal. Hey Randy, I've got a pop quiz for you.
Yeah, tell me.
Apparently Big Al gave Ransom a crash course on Dawnbreaker 0 minutes ago. That's good. What are the 2 average peen heroes?
30 seconds.
I
to
don't
battle.
remember what is hero. Sorry, I'll be real with you.
It is Necro and Zeus. What hero is he
yeah.
playing in this game?
He's got Zeus, so.
I've
is
said
that-
before, when Average Peen is on his like comfort heroes, he's playing at a very different level. Like when Average Peen is off his comfort heroes, I would say he's kind of like a middle ground mid player this season. I wouldn't favor him nor
The battle
necessarily
begins.
disfavor him against anybody
Right.
else. He would be right down the middle. When he is on the Zeus or the Necro, he's like almost a divine level player. So he got one of his comfort guys, and it's not a bad looking Zeus game, all things considered. The Death Prophet kind of rough, but you can, like, not fight in the Exo, and she will struggle to get you with the spells unless your team is really falling to bits. You don't care about the Witch Doctor. You're not bad into the Morta. The worst thing you got is the, oh, Maniac, almost first blood here. Maniac, oh man, that uphill miss, I think might have saved it there. But two supports here at top just screwing with this offlane, kind of funny, but either way, if the Morta was a core, it would be a really bad Zeus game, but because it's pause fly, not Morta, because if the Naga was the core, it'd be a really bad Zeus game, but it's not, I don't know. Either way, I think it's time for everyone's favorite part of the cast, the roll call. For G9, pause 1, you've got Lemon Grab on the Muerta. Surprised it didn't get banned after last week. Pause 2, you've got Pocket on the Death Prophet. Pause 3, you've got Lou, also known as Big Titty Gardevoir GF, on the Earthshaker. Pause 4, you've got Maniac on the Witch Doctor. And pause 5, you got Brionne, sad and suicidal, on the Naga Siren. And if she knew this whole game was going to be on her back, I bet she would be sweating right now. On the other side of the coin, for Dungeons and Dagons, pause 1, you've got Jumpman standing in for Loop on the Ursa. Pause 2, you've got Average Peen on the Zeus. Pause 3, Captain of the team, you've got Ransoms on the Dawnbreaker. Pause 4, you've got Leaf on the Hoodwink. And pause 5, you've got Golden Dragon on the Nature's Prophet. And he's got Soothing Saplings.
That's pretty soothing.
Thank you. Here's any bit of bad news for Average Pain. I don't know how well the lane's gonna go for him. The annoying thing about DP right now is that she's like a guaranteed lane win, so. And she also has this bottle.
I struggle to say she's winning lane right now.
Yeah, she's not gonna win lane now, but it's one of those heroes where it's like, it's a momentum thing. Like level 4, level 5, it's gonna start getting bad, and she might kill Zeus. Oh my God, 22 HP. We missed the actual first blood watching that on Muerta down here.
It's unfortunate. Yeah.
Okay, and I also missed a kill on Nature's Prophet up here, so we are well on our way to not seeing anything that happens this game.
Two side lane has died.
Interestingly, Zeus is pretty messed up, but he does have, actually have, well, he had an XP advantage over Pocket till he got a uncontested lane. Spirit Siphon doesn't really do much of anything. Zeus gonna take himself some Infused Raindrops. Probably not a bad idea this lane, honestly. They're rather low here. There's even lower here. How did that? Oh, never mind. I was blind and see that creep was not in a dire creep. I was gonna say, how did that not bounce? Maniac just got robbed. Average Pain's still up here at mid. All dire team members up compared to their Radiant counterparts. Almost get a kill on the Naga Siren down here bot, but Naga Siren makes it out of there in time. Somebody like planted a vision blocking tree there. Might have just been the Hoodwink ability.
I'm assuming it was.
Oh, okay, what an awkward coconut. Gonna look away now. Don't want to see the Earthshaker get hit.
Especially Earthshaker getting hit. It's the surprising part.
Dawnbreaker Soul Rings come out. Smells your tangos, so it shouldn't be suicide to use it. That shot Muerta did almost actually hit the Dawnbreaker here. Brionne actually did not get hit by that. Oh, it's gonna get hit by this, but Ransom's in a bit deep now. It's gonna get the silence, but it's just a level 1. That Muerta circle. I really don't like the calling. Have I ever talked about that? It's just such a weird looking ability, and it's not very clear what it does until you like get hit by it the first time, basically. Pretty complicated. Overcooked, you might say.
Overcooked. Goat game.
It's true.
What do you think Overcooked Goat
is
tastes like?
going to run into the
Oh,
Death Prophet.
nice one.
Juice is gonna just get rid of the. Oh, they're trying to get the kill on the DP here, but Fortune does not favor the. Fortune actually favors the DP here. Takes out the swirl, the softball there. Fortune does not favor the Dire. At the very least, they take the illusion on Zeus. Pocket actually kinda. Okay, now Pocket's back up to like almost full health. Never mind. I was gonna say, if Pocket stays low, Zeus can just kind of hit one skill and ult, but... that's a very unusual situation, I think, to happen as the result of a go, is like 2 supports come into mid, both of the supports die, both the cores live. How often do you see that? It goes to jail while he has his W on him.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Gets put up by his own Fury, and there's Golden Dragon looking to contest the Wisdom here at top, and he missed the trees on the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor missed the Maledict on him! What is going on here? The Golden Dragon takes the XP, walks away. Nobody can actually get into this, but the Fisher is able to knock him out of the trees. So he doesn't get away after all, and also Dawnbreaker randomly just dies here. You just run at her when the Wisdom goes down. I mean, it looks like a rough one, but I think because he got the Wisdom, they also took their own Wisdom rune there. And it pulled DP out of lane for a kill on support. It's not the worst thing in the world, but the Hoodwink immediately dying again here. That's not a very good thing. So, overall, that situation's probably favoring the Radiant now. Oh, Death Prophet annihilated by the Rune Luck. That shield would have been so tasty on her right now, but Brionne has to have it. That Bleach at least means Zeus doesn't take it here. We're gonna end this mana boost. Probably needs...
doesn't get bottles.
Probably so. Really needs to get a second... oh, get another kill to Muerta back here. Probably really need to get a second... second set of raindrops. They're kind of going on the jump man, but he's got a Fairy Fire, so he's going to be okay. He got excluded from jail again. Golden Dragon is doing a very good job missing trees a lot in this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ransoms has annihilated these illusions. They're trying to get rid of the Dawnbreaker here. I don't think that's a very worthwhile investment right now, not when she's 6. He's probably sitting there looking at other lanes waiting for a kill right now, if I'm guessing.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yep, she definitely is. Coming in on top here. Looking for, oh no. Ursa didn't jump into the trees, and so he missed the kill on the... No, baby! He missed the kill on the Witch Doctor, and then he died of the Echo Slam, so that's super bad. Ransoms is locked in here with Brionne. Oh no, my Atrius Prophet is grieving. Randy is like dead. This is a solo cast.
I'm here. Just absorbing, you know, like a sponge.
Brionne, Hulk says that was truly impressive by the Witch Doctor. Yes, I can. Witch Doctor, true.
Okay, good.
I assume that performance at the Wisdom Room. Using first Exo here to get rid of mid T1.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Zeus probably should have gotten that arcane room, but whatever. The hell was that? He was like 6 inches away. Whatever. Nature's Prophet gonna jump in on the Muerta here. Going to hit her with the
Dyer's
active
top
from
tower
the
is under
urn, but
attack.
it just immediately gets knocked off.
Yeah, you can pop that ulti.
And oh yeah, it's the basic dispel. How about that? Did not realize that.
Chumpman is
Dyer's top
no longer
tower
for
is
this
under
top
attack.
lane world.
I don't blame him,
Radiant's middle
nobody's
tower
there.
is under attack.
They're smoking here. Oh no, that isn't good. They're gonna smoke on Brionne. That's like the last target they want to see. And have overcommitted to it, but whatever. They didn't waste that much time. The
Radiant's
actual
bottom
hero
tower
they were
is
looking
under
for
attack.
is here in the GG jungle, which Leaf
Oh,
correctly guesses.
he's in. Oh, he's very low.
Yeah, he is dead.
Dead.
They didn't even need the World Lightning. Very nice job by Leaf down here.
It's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. Look at the net worth chart here. Even though you did have that happen, the game is mostly favoring
Radiant's
Radiant at
middle
the
tower
moment.
is under attack.
Doctor takes another kill. Dawnbreaker right now has been coming off pretty awkward. Not really working out for the most part. Rocket's TP'd in, presumably trying to attempt to use his ult to get these guys at the tower, but he's short on mana for it. He sees Leaf. Or at least he's worried somebody might be where Leaf is currently standing at any rate. He had enough mana for Exo, and then he used his bats. He will have it if he uses the magic wand, so. This push is kind of over, Zeus takes a DD rune.
Loaded to the gills.
Got a smoke on, it's not currently being used, but they have a smoke in the inventory of the
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Naga here. The support are the 300 Club in general is actually just jumping on poor Lou, who drops a Desperation Echo Slam to almost no effect at all. Maniac shows up. Oh no, Zeus, you better get the kill then! Oh no! Well, that was a massive
Okay,
waste
but
of the.
anyway.
Never mind. Witch Doctor just stayed around for no reason.
Brionne gave her life for that, and
And the Maniac just walked back in.
oh,
Leaf very
these
low
nets.
here. Pocket throws the bats the wrong way.
More of these very irritating
Radiant's
nets.
top tower is under attack.
Ursa, by the way, is almost not participating in this at all. He's just hitting creeps in the jungle. So is Muerta. Actually, they're
Yeah.
they're kind of hitting creeps in like the same exact jungle, really.
The same place.
The best of friends.
I like how there's two forms of irritating net in this game that have both been extremely
Ur-
annoying for both
Ursa
teams.
is just farming under a Radiant Ward right now. So you better get the hell out of Dodge. Doesn't look like there's gonna be follow up though.
Yeah, I mean, it seems nobody cares that much.
Ransoms is floating almost, okay, Ransoms is floating 1500 gold, is not buying anything. He's decided to queue BKB, which is an interesting item to get as first for Dawnbreaker here, I gotta tell you. Not really sure what you expect to do with that, per se.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, without any damage or tanky or anything to back it up. Jumpman calling for Average Bean to just keep going there, and what a call it was! Good thing Jumpman pinged him to go.
Go, go, go.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Standing making calls, never a good sign.
Is under attack.
Yeah?
Standing making grief calls.
Yeah. Ransom's up here looking at the Death Prophet taking out T1 top.
Dyer's top tower has fallen.
Nothing comes of it. The DP just takes T1 here and is about to smoke gank Brionne. Not Brionne, smoke gank Ransoms. They're about to smoke gank a member of their own team. Yeah, she's super dead. just gets chain stunned forever. For like an hour and a half, she can't do anything.
Love that Death Prophet hero.
TP got a Yules. Somebody last week said that's always a creep to do, so I'm glad to hear she's doing it.
Is it a grief? Maybe it is.
I don't know, but that guy thinks it is.
I'm not sure it is in a game against Ursa.
Song of the Siren is going to completely ruin this go attempt on the Muerte here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop World Lightning, but
Dying?
not gonna get it done.
She's
Nope.
okay.
Not with the heal and everything. So support line for nothing trade there.
Yeah, that's... I mean, there's just a lot of supports dying in this game.
Yeah.
And not many cores.
The downs,
Aside from
well,
Morta.
yeah, just the ransoms. Just,
And Morta and Dawnbreaker, yeah.
Yep. DP 0 deaths, Zeus
Dire's
1
top
death,
tower is under attack.
Ursa 1 death. Earthshaker 1 death, yeah, it's just supports. Zeus has Phylactery going for a shard here, that's an interesting decision.
It's a support job to die.
Radiant's middle tower is
True.
under attack.
Ursa has his Battle Fury now, so it should accelerate his farming a good degree. Going for, man, they're really big on BKB this game. Just hate those stuns and silences, I guess. It's less raw than the Dawnbreaker BKB. I don't know what Dawnbreaker is imagining in her mind is going to happen for first item BKB, but I promise there's nothing that's going to get enabled by that. You're going to be too weak, even with the ability to get through debuffs. They put the Naga Siren in jail where she
Radiant's middle
belongs.
tower is under attack.
I'm sure they want to smoke right now, but they can't because these stupid guys are watching them. She has an Invis rune on the Zeus. They're using Exo on the bot T1. If this is a successful push, that means that Radiant has taken all 3 of Dire's T1 towers. Dire is just going to get T1 here themselves. They found Muerte here. That's pretty bad. And gets assassinated by the Hoodwink. And they're going in. They're actually going to try and defend the T1 here, even though they've got the ult on it. World Lightning is going to come out, take out the Naga Siren. Thus far, that's all the Dire is getting for this. They've lost the Ursa for it. They've got Witch Doctor and Tree Jail. He's looking very dead. He had a gigantic magic wand. Well, that's good. He's going down. Pocket and Tree Jail here. Nature's Prophet takes his sweet time to even attempt to hit her.
Not a minute too late. Okay, never mind.
They actually got the DP here. So overall, it's a 3-for-3 trade. Technically, it's a 5-for-3 trade because the Naga and the Muerta died before that started. A 3k net worth swing, really 2k net worth swing because Radiant also got 1k.
I can only hear you again now that the fight is over.
It's
Comedic
true.
timing.
That's Discord and Dota. It's like the combination is just getting worse over the years, and I don't know why. Like, my disc usage isn't even spiking right now, so I'm not really sure why this is happening. It really is just, if I'm playing Discord, I'm not playing Dota 2, and Discord is not, like, actively tabbed into for too long. It has that happen.
Yeah, it's a beta.
It's true. They are, they're gonna find the Dawnbreaker here again, and she's just gonna die again. Zeus is gonna use Haste Rune to jump in on that action, but not make it. This is, unfortunately, Big L's student might not have learned all of his lessons. This is unfortunate levels of Dawnbreaker play. Earthshaker going all in on Leaf here. Pocket comes and throws some bats in poor Hoodwink's face to do the job. That's 2-for-0 trade. Gold lead is nearly back in Radiant's favor here. Zeus queuing up the Aetherlands. Has the money for it already. If he wants to, I think. Yeah. EXO on T2 mid here.
Yep, it's not gonna do much.
Yeah, it's a little too early for that kind of action, I think. Radiant's pulling guys in here. Oh, Leaf missed the net, but then Pocket just stood still and let the ult come anyway. They found a double damage here on Brionne, but he just used his TP and he's running away from the fight, so he's not gonna be able to use it here. Use both of his TPs actually. Just gonna use this DD to push out T1 top while this is happening. Man, I wish there was some kind of ability that helped Nature's Prophet. Okay, there you go. They're gonna bring in the Earthshaker to try and deal with this as the push at T2 mid fizzles out.
Look at how little damage is on this T1. How's a T1 this healthy with the Nature's Prophet? It's crazy.
He is exclusively ganking up until that last minute is the answer. Ursa is looking at the Naga Siren. She's going to hit the ult. This is actually pretty bad looking. They got the Dawnbreaker ult coming in on the Ursa.
Oh.
They don't actually have many stuns to stop this guy. Zeus is going to accidentally waste his ult there trying to kill the Muerta, and then he's gonna die. This is looking really bad.
Easily and as expected. Yeah.
It's questionable plays in a lot of ways. Like, what is my Ursa doing in the enemy jungle at this part of the game to get that whole thing started? Why are we trying to take fights against the Witch Doctor? Like, when a Witch Doctor is present, when the team has no stuns available to actually stop him. You know, the Ursa doesn't even have a basher. He's going BKB next. That's not going to help him stop the ult. They have net, they have the Zeus W, and they have the end of the 4.5 hour long Starbreaker on the Dawnbreaker. That's the only ways they have to actually stop the Witch Doctor ult.
I just think this Radiant team fight is like extremely smothering. Like you have it's actually a crazy lineup if you look at it. You have so many spells that are so painful.
If they're coming in here. Balance out on the Hoodwink.
You almost can't even operate on the map as an Ursa with a Witch Doctor or Shaker DP. Like you're getting netted.
The pick was questionable when it was made. It didn't get any better when it went on. So like I said,
says 25% of those skills cast and he just dies. Like
Ursa has a positive win rate into all these heroes, but I do believe a lot of that just comes from the uncoordinated play you're gonna often see in pubs. I think in a game even just as coordinated as LD2L, just so much crap he has to deal with. Really, like that R is serving many masters in this game. That ult from Ursa, there's a lot he has to get through just doing that. He's building BKB Ags, that's where the Ursa's at.
Like you also have a Yule's and a Song of the Siren, so like if you ult, no, you can just reset the fight and then you don't have ult for the second part of the fight. So like it's kind of an issue. Of course I think Song of the Siren has a way longer cooldown, but it's still a thing that can happen at least once every like 2 or 3 team fights.
And you could say that the individual play could compensate for that. I think there would be at least an argument to be made that Ursa could overcome that draft differential, but he's not really playing it out the right way for that. He's taken a lot of these unnecessary risks, unfortunately, that are leading to situations where either A, he is running away with his tail between his legs, not getting anything done for a long time, or B, he is dying, which is why even though he got a Battle Fury at a pretty decent time, he's 4th place right now. Radiant scanning out Roche here. Not a bad idea. Can't really do that right now. Not without smoke anyway. Of course, as I always say, it is a very valid play to just smoke in a Roche. You never see it in LD2L, but it is a thing you're allowed to do. Zeus got the Ags here. It's interesting, he just keeps changing his mind on what to build in the Zeus this game. It's very constantly shifting his desire. He started with the Phylactery, he got his Shard, and then he started out wanting an Aether Lens, and then he got the Ags instead. Very different, not just different, like, items that he's using, but almost feels like different kind of styles of play by these items. I mean,
Right.
Phylactery Ags is not exactly a classic Zeus combo. Phylactery Ags and the Shard, which he bought, not a classic Zeus combo. Almost, explicitly, like, just two different types of build here.
Dire are scanning.
And again, Ransoms. Now this time they're gonna walk past where Ransoms is. Ransoms does have this 9-second BKB. They don't want to use it for this, but they get caught. That should help.
It is good to be among my kin.
So they're not gonna catch him this time. Who's going for the Octarine next?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's very weird. He bought the Ag Shard very early on in the game, but he is building like not for. It's funny, right clicks at all. He's not using his Shard in fights in the slightest. He's just using it to farm. I don't know if that's maybe that's what people do nowadays.
I guess it's fine. Like, you can do it, but you'll get your items out quicker than if you don't have it, especially in a game with like downtime like this one.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like hitting creeps as a normal Zeus is just you're not doing anything. But, like if you have a shard, you can hit them.
I think you're scanned out the Rosh attempt here. They're gonna drop the Zeus Eggs here in the pit, presumably to try and scare them out. Golden Dragon's just gonna TP in on this, just straight on. The Aegis is coming out pretty simple.
No!
Naga
Nice,
is going to
Stern.
ult to pin these guys down here. While the rest of the team, wow, poor Hoodwink.
They are very committed. He's not committed on these people.
That's the team looks at this. That's very unfortunate for Ransoms. Hit that 9-second BKB to start the fight, then just ran away.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to not fight there. Like,
Yep.
it's a terrible fight.
If you had gotten there faster, if you had realized it sooner, and responded more quickly, that could have been big. Okay, no, never mind. Ransoms hits the 9-second BKB, runs away, then dies anyway. If you had gotten there quicker, committed to that fight sooner, I think that could have been a very big disaster. They just didn't realize it in time.
Gold and
Yeah,
don't
that
really-
guy's lingering there for no reason.
I don't really know if Dire has a proper path to victory anymore. It feels very bad.
No, Zeus is not even a hero.
This
And he's not going to be a hero because he's building defensive items.
the net worth disparity isn't huge, but as you pointed out, like this Zeus is not going to be ready to fight for about 1 trillion years. Whereas the
Like
Brionne is
you're already
responsible.
hitting the peak of your other two heroes. So like,
Radiant's top
this is
tower
when
is
Zeus
under
Dawnbreaker is supposed to be winning the game.
Okay, we're to try to TP in the
Okay.
worst time possible to TP.
Oh no, throwing the game?
That's a little bad. The Zeus is going to ult now, not actually
Nope.
getting anything done
That's
though.
fine. Okay, that's the kind of game this is.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
That absolutely should have been just
Throw
double
up
kill.
one.
Quite the echo.
Got those creeps good.
Yeah. It feels like the Dungeons and Dagons lineup are playing this very.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's a weird combination because at times this team is playing this game like really haphazardly. At times this team is playing this game very very scared. I think that like that
Dire's middle tower
that
is
attempted double kill on the Muerta works out if like more than 2 people commit to it. But the Hoodwink didn't get there until it was a little too late. The Nature's Prophet was never there at all and just died here at top.
Alright, rip Hoodwink maybe? No, too many attacks miss.
Going home just to make sure everything's okay. Getting E-Blade here.
Radiant's
Just to make it a little harder for Ursa, the Nodewink is getting E-Blade.
Yeah, well. You just E-Blade somebody that Ursa's not attacking, you know? And
BKB is
Ursa
out on
doesn't
the
do any
Ursa.
damage anyway, so who cares?
Yeah. BKB's out on the Ursa going Axe and Nullifier. This guy's never going to do any damage. He has made it his life's mission to not do a single point of damage to the enemy team.
This is utility Ursa.
Yeah. My all-tank Ursa.
I mean, hey, you
Just
get some
talking
damage
for him.
from the relic.
Got an Invis here in the jungle, which allowed a snipe on Average Bean's Courier, which had a blueberry on it. He's not that sad. It wasn't a full item, but pretty close to one. He's a little sad.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Exorcism to take down this tower.
Dire's
That
bottom
is
tower
no outers. So, you know,
Yep.
if you win one like gigantic fight, like you're just gonna push up. Okay, or they'll push uphill anyway.
Yeah. Just
Don't even need to
continuing the
win a
push with the other part of the EXO.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The
Bottom tower is
Morta
under
got
attack.
completely hammered over here.
Yeah, we're just getting
They
hit
can't
with
they
every
can't kill that
spell.
stupid catapult. Okay. The EXO got to hit the tower like way more times because the catapult just didn't die. They got the BKB out on the Death Prophet now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
So yeah, it's kind of a precarious position for Dire to be in. If you lose the team fight, it's kind of
They just used
Lose the
a
game.
scouting ult here.
Jumpman is in.
The Dawnbreaker ult I think is gonna...
Four-man Jumper Girl into the Sound Siren.
Yeah. Kind of
And now
awkward,
Ursa's
and
dead.
Ursa has no BKB. Everybody on the Dire pops theirs, and Ursa just gets squashed.
God,
They
this
just
team
can't
is-
kill anybody, no matter what they
this team is
do.
This team is so like vexed by the Naga Siren ulti. Can't do anything under a song.
They're vexed by the Naga Siren ulti. They're vexed by the Witch Doctor in particular. They just don't have enough stuns to stop the guy. They can't stop the saves. There's just so many saves on the Radiant. Not necessarily the most conventional saves. I mean, it's not like the Undying Tombstone save, but it's just like every time somebody's in trouble, they get the Glimmer Cape on them, and then they get the Naga Siren mech on them, and then Earthshaker puts a wall between that person and them, and then you get the Witch Doctor Glimmer Cape on them, and then the person who's doing it gets Yules. You know what I mean? Like every time that happens, and half of the time, I hate to flame Gold Dragon, of course, but half of the time the Furion trees are like as helpful for the Radiant as they are for the Dire, if not more so. Really.
Two lanes of Rex. 2 lanes of Rex here. Two
Yep.
reigns of Rex.
2 Reigns of Rex. They're going to pop Exo here to try and help the process along. And a wave of creeps is right here, so it's gonna work out. Dire have glyph for this, and are gonna get a free one back when the melee Rex dies. They're not even gonna use it.
So now you have one more fight left to lose before the game is over.
Yeah, in a very technical way, yes. In a very literalist way, like
and the game's already over.
how
yeah.
there was only one
Other than that.
Archduke between not World War I and World War I, but you know, if you pull the camera out a little bit. Daedalus somewhere to Radiant's back in, kind of staying on
Oh,
this
is it?
side of the map though.
I was just using a very
Fight.
literal definition of the game being over. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
Naga
my
Siren's dead.
god, the Earth is just
Now it's a
melted.
Now it's a 4v5 and they're still dying.
Yeah, the Ursa just got immediately hammered by the Muerto ult, just died instantly.
Alright.
Zeus just
Well,
got
they just-
hammered.
They just lost a 4v5 where their first foray into the fight was killing somebody 5v1. It's a bit,
Yeah,
painful.
they have 4,000 less damage.
Yeah.
The Ursa having done almost none, dying with the BKB up.
Now they dragging them.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
At least the Hoodwink is gonna get away. So there's that.
That's true.
Dire's Dire's top
Thank
tower
God for that.
is falling. Dire's top barracks is falling.
My God, they're so hungry to
Dire's
kill
top
Maniac.
barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks is falling. The Radiant now have mega creeps.
They
Get him.
literally they can't even kill this. Look at this in the goddamn trees up here. They can't
He's
kill
dying, he's
this.
dying.
There we
He's
go.
Dead. He's dead.
They got him, ladies and gentlemen. The witch
Got him.
doctor has died.
He has died. That might be the first death on Brionne team in like 10 minutes.
No, they got the Naga Siren in the 5v1 last.
Oh yeah, the Naga died. Yeah, true. That might have been the first kill on Brionne team in 10 minutes. Now the game will just kind of end. Sad. Oh? Not if my Ursa has anything to say about it.
Nope. I like the Naga
That's
just
a-
chasing
he's
Ursa
left
with the
around.
song.
Yeah.
Something funny about that.
No, he's
gonna
dead.
die.
Morta died though.
That is true.
Come back, Israel.
Could be.
No. Look at how quick these cores are dying. Like.
Well, Zeus got his ult out before he died that time. And it got the
people-
Earth Spirit,
people-
Earth Shaker killed.
We're delaying this game right now. This is what's happening.
No, we're not. See?
I think Hoodwig is delaying the game more than anything. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna matter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Average Bean
game.
calls the GGs are going home. And the
Not a
Furion's
good game,
gonna
well
die
played,
one more
though.
time.
Dire's
And
middle
Jumpman
tower
also
is
calls
falling.
GG. And everybody calls GG, but the Ancient refuses to
Where's the
die.
GG?
Is under attack. Radiant
There it is.
Brionne tips the leaf for that one. That was bad. There's just no two ways to put it. I didn't really like either of these teams' drafts, but it didn't really matter in the end. The Ursa just came out all wrong. It was just it felt like just every decision just kind of went sideways for Ursa. He was building whack. He was like farming in whack areas, farming under enemy vision a lot. He was playing a way more dangerous game than he had to. The Dawnbreaker was not it. The Pause 5 Nature's Prophet, that one, rip that one right out of the playbook, right? Nature's Prophet is not really a good enough hero Pause 1 for the potential flex to be worth it anyway. It's like pretty rare he's any good this patch. But yeah, the Pause 5 Nature's Prophet was not it. Honestly felt like that was, I mean, I hate to say it, Wyvern, like badly played Wyvern-esque, it really felt like it was helping the enemy team as much as it was helping their, oh my god. Helping theirs. Awkward lineup. Awkward game. You hate to see it. We'll see what happens next time.